The managing director for the County of Hawaii. Um, Mayor Kim and Talmadge Magno is at a meeting right now, so basically I'm filling in for him. So I'm going to try to answer any of the questions that you have. But I just wanted to say first off is that we wanted to definitely thank the governor, Ige, for giving us an opportunity to write a letter to President Trump to be able to have an emergency declaration. I mean, what happened this past only in one day he was able to get this emergency declaration, so that definitely helps the Hawaii County. But basically it's a team effort. It's a team effort of county, state, working with the federal government and also the National Guard to be able to coordinate this effort in regards to what's happening in Leilani Estates. But all of you understand that there's a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of things happening on social media. In social media, it has its place. But in this particular situation, we do not want to create any panic to any of our constituents or the people of this island. Because we don't want to give wrong messages not only to our island, but to the rest of the country. Because what we're having right now is economical impact as people are trying to cancel their reservations in Kona and other parts of the island. So let me give you in perspective. This is just basically less than 5% of the population or the area in Leilani Estates compared to the rest of the island. It's like having a situation where they talk about Disneyland and they say that, we're going to have something, a catastrophe in Disneyland. So everybody in Colorado, they're going to start canceling all the reservations in Colorado. Okay? It's too far off. I mean, it's not even, people have to understand, we have to send that message. All of you here in the media today needs to send that message that Hawaii County, Hawaii Island is safe. The rest of the state is safe. This is Hawaii Island. This is not Hawaii. See, when they say Hawaii, they think it's the whole state, you know what I'm saying? But to some people, they think that's the whole island too, because we have the same name. So make that very clear as media. But we are very prepared. Once they had one fissure or one crack in the road, already the EOC by Harry Kim and Talmadge Magno was able to activate the EOC. The EOC was activated in preparation of the situation that we're in now, today. So already by the opportunity that once the fissures started to come out, we were prepared. So when you have people that are going into the area illegally, creates a very big problem for the efforts that we're trying to do. I mean, it's good. People like to see that. We understand that. But to get the factual information, you have to tune in to the Hawaii County Civil Defense to get the most latest information possible, because we do not want to create panic. In regards to our legislature, people in the legislature are not involved in the EOC. So if you ask any legislative person who is not in the EOC trying to make answer questions or trying to have resolutions of what needs to be done, because they're not in the EOC, they have no idea of what they're saying. Okay? And we can make very clear, because they're not involved in the process. This morning, the governor was able to come this morning to Hawaii County. We're able to look at exit routes. We're able to work with he brought over Ed Sniffen and also his transportation people to the EOC to talk about evacuation routes, to look at roads of how we can get an opportunity to use the Department of Transportation to access maybe the Chain of Crater Road, to try to look at the opportunity of Highway 130, which there is a large crack in the road, to be look at opportunities for us to look at that route for any type of evacuation. But as you well know in the news today, we have a situation in Fissure 17 that a lava is moving about 100 yards per hour, headed down to Pohiki. Okay, so we're looking at that. We're going to see if that's going to cut off 137, Highway 137. So that's one of the roads. Right now, 132 is not in danger, as some of the people on Facebook have said. It's not in danger right now, but we are monitoring it because we have fire choppers going in early in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. So we have the latest information from the sky as well. So the Hawaii volcano, observing volcano, they also have choppers going out also to make an assessment. We have experts here at the EOC making determination and assessing the situation the best we can. So I want to make sure that everyone understands that we are not here to create panic. We are here to give information. We are here to give every opportunity for the public to understand where we are today. But make sure that you send out the correct message to the rest of the nation that it's a very small area in Leilani Estates. It involves all the way from Kalapana all the way to Pohiki, but it does not involve the total island. It's a portion of the island. Remember, let's put this into context. The island of Hawaii, all the islands in the Hawaiian chain can fit on the big island. The island of Oahu, which is the most populated island, can fit only in the district of Ka'u. That's how big our island is. So we appreciate the opportunity for the federal government to be able to address this situation. We appreciate that they'll be able to use FEMA, which FEMA was called in maybe 3 days ago. They were here on this island before the president made the declaration. So therefore, we're ahead, and we appreciate that. And I'll entertain any questions that you may have. Dash, you have a question?
Nice to see you.
Yes.
Trying to wrap my head
You're
around
tired.
everything. Yes, sir.
I know you had one question. You talked about economical impact.
Yeah.
Yes, it does have economical impact. The economical impact is because wrong information is given from some of the news medias around the country. Because when you start talking about making it into perspectives of what we talked about before, was about the area that is affected versus the whole island. So put that into perspective. It does affect because there are cancellations of vacation, right? That affects the economy. People are trying to look at that and not coming to Hawaii. And that's not going to help the situation at all. But we have to give our right information.
Well, you seem concerned about a particular legislator or some legislators who are putting out bad information?
No,
What are you talking about?
just legislators in general. When I get calls from people from news media and things like that, so-and-so said this. I'm not going to say who it is, but in general. We have to concentrate on people who are at the EOC. You're at the EOC. You see what we go through every day. We have all the departments. We have all the agencies that are involved. But we have no legislatures involved in the EOC. We don't have council people involved. Only the people in the EOC is involved.
You mentioned the need of people to stay out to respect the areas that are restricted. Any verified accounts of any squatters in any of the evacuee homes or any more looting cases? Again, verified accounts.
Yes, just yesterday I believe that we had a couple of people that were arrested. They're in that area. There are indications of drones flying, which is illegal for airspace, right? So we have people that are going into people's homes, but we have been making arrests. The police officers in Hawaii County, they are monitoring the situation. The National Guard is also monitoring the situation as well. But, you know, we try our best to keep those people out, but some people do not have any respect for the situation that we're in today. But we're going to do everything we can to make sure that the homes that are vacated in Leilani Estate or any place that has been evacuated, to ensure that their property is safe.
How many arrests have you made?
I think there was 2, tried to go through a barricade, a motorcycle person and a car. Then we had a person that was looting, and we had a couple yesterday that were in somebody's private property on somebody's home, videotaping. But you know, these people who are doing this are either selling that information to maybe one of you, I don't know, but please don't encourage people to go in there to do that, because we're talking about the safety for their lives as well.
From a local standpoint, people wanting to help out with the situation, how can they be directed to help with either volunteering or donating, or what is the official standpoint on volunteering and donating?
Well, right now, you know, we have the Red Cross is also helping with the volunteer program. We have, I think it was, what was it? The Salvation Army. We're asking everyone send their things to the Salvation Army, monies and things of donations to the Salvation Army. I mean, I was recently contacted by the agent for Colton Wong. Colton Wong is starting a GoFundMe account, but they wanted to know where the a nonprofit organization, but we're trying to center them to the national. I mean the what you call the National Salvation Army for that.
Can you talk about 137? I mean, how bad of a situation is it? Is the lava moving quicker now?
No, it's about 100 yards per hour. May not seem fast, but it is. But when we looked at the video this morning and this afternoon, there doesn't seem to be a lot of homes in that particular area. It is following the 1955 flow, so but you never know, because there has been some. I think Lani Puna, I think there was an active fisher involved in that area as well. So we are looking at possibly, maybe even 130. But we know that the most active one is Fisher 17 going toward 137.
How close has it gotten to 137? How close is it now?
It's still far. I mean, I don't know exactly in miles, but it's in that direction. But we kind of feel that it's on a ridge, so it's kind of heading down that area. Like every day, tonight it might stop, and another fisher might come out. So that's the very unpredictable part on that. So, okay, I'm sure after this, Janet Babb, HBO, can answer those questions. Here we go. Technically,
In fact, here she is.
okay.
Thanks, Will.
Okay.
Thank you.